For today's adventure, you will need a soldering thingy, some solder, some cable. It doesn't have to be that thick. In fact, it's probably too thick, but it'll be fine. Some stuff to cut and strip wires with, a 5-volt power supply. If you don't have one from your parents, then you could probably just get one cheap on Amazon. A couple of time of flight sensors. I will post them underneath. A couple of Arduinos, safety goggles, possibly a voltmeter, 2 strips of wire, and a laptop or computer or Raspberry Pi for programming the Arduinos. Also a soldering mat if you're feeling fancy. Also, you will need about 8 to 10 prototyping cables to connect the time of flight sensors. Per usual, we'll begin by soldering in the headers. I'm not entirely sure what the GPI01 and the X-Shut are. I think we should be able to just use the power, ground, SCL, and SDA. I guess we'll find out soon. As you can see here, ADC5 is SCL, ADC4 is SDA. So you just connect those to the time of flight sensors. Similarly, ground and 5 volts will also go to the sensors. Alright, so those are ready. Let's connect the LEDs. So the way this is going to work is you've got the power and the ground, and I will cut up this cable and attach the power and the ground from this cable. And then you've got ground and signal, and those will go to the Arduinos. The data line, in other words, this white cable, will be connected to data 6 on the Arduino. This is when having a voltmeter comes in handy, as the white cable turned out to be ground and the red is 5 volts. I'm also using a couple of these skibbities to make sure that the power is isolated. Next, we'll just type in NeoPixel and go down to Adafruit NeoPixel by Adafruit and install that library. Similarly, for the time of flight sensor, we need this library here. Alright, let's try it out. So if a person starts going up the stairs, it goes voop. And if a second person starts going up the stairs, it goes voop again. And more people. Boing. 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 Okay, so that's one down. I don't have a good power supply on the top of the stairs, so what I'm going to do is, so this is the output power from the first roll. I'm going to connect that to the input power of the second roll, and then that way just power everything from the power supply downstairs. Hopefully that's enough. Then also, we're going to have to power the Arduino. We're going to have to splice that in and get power from the output to the Arduino as well. One issue, however, is that the 5-volt rail on the Arduino is already being taken up by the time of flight sensor. So what we're going to do is we're going to tear up one of these cables and basically connect into, this side, so this can go into the Arduino and power it back here. The added benefit is that I believe if you connect directly to the rail, you don't get the power regulator, but if you connect via the input, you do get a power regulator. The one thing, however, is that I'm going to have to add about 3 feet of this just generic cable between one LED strip and the other one, so that it can go, on the long way of the stairway. So it's going to go, the LED strip's going to go up the stairway, and then we need this to go from one side of the stairway to the other one, and then the second LED strip is going to go down the second stairway, or down, the other side of the stairway. Alright, both strips are connected, and if I put my finger over both of them, look at them go. Alright, let's go put it up. Et voile! It'll look better once I have double-sided sticky tape though.